Damn. Yeah.
Hi everybody, it's Megan with Loser Leave VSG. It is my second week post-op VSG surgery. I had it on December 27th, 2018, and I am 31 years old, and I am down 3 more pounds this week, so that makes 13 pounds in 2 weeks. So this week, my foods, I got to add, I think I told you on the last video, but eggs any way I want to eat them, which I still kind of struggling with them. I can't really eat very much of them. It's easier when I make like an over easy egg, and that can help kind of moisten everything, and then having the cheese on there, it tastes really good. It just doesn't go down as easy as like yogurt or pudding or soup or something like that. So a lot of strained soups, I was doing like cottage cheese, and I've been trying a lot of eggs. It is rough to try to get all your fluids in. So I even get up pretty early. Like when I work, it'll be 5 something, but then I'm still off. And so I still get up like at 6 something with my daughter, and I try to start liquids right away, but trying to do liquids, and then you have to wait 30 minutes, and you have to eat something, and then eat something, and that takes like 30 minutes, and then you have to wait 30 minutes before you can drink anything, and then you have to decide if you're going to try to get some protein in or if you're going to try to get some more water in, and it is really just a game. It's not a game, it's pretty serious, but it's like a game of how much fluid you can get in each day, and lots of times I fail with what I'm supposed to get, but I am trying my hardest, and it's not like you can take these big gulps. I still have to take sips, not as small as the beginning, but still, if I try to push it, I get this, it feels like an air bubble goes down my chest, and then it's kind of gurgling, uncomfortable, and then I have to burp a lot, and so I don't know, I'm still figuring it all out, still trying to figure it all out. And some days I'm like, I'm just going to skip meals because I'm not hungry and I got to get these fluids in. But I know that's not good either. I got to work on eating and getting in as many nutrients as I can. So taking pills, or my vitamins, I don't take pills. Everything of mine is dissolvable or chewable, and that has never been a problem. Those go down just fine. So thankful for that. So I have a list of some things this week. The blow dryer video that I posted. So if you are here to follow up on the blow dryer video, let me tell you about that. On Thursday, when I got my staples out, they put some white steri strips on my stomach and told me that I could take them off on Sunday. So Sunday I got in the shower and I thought, I'm gonna moisten these up with the water. So I would let the water run on them a little bit and then wash my face, wash my hair, let it run a little more, and then I started picking them off, and some would come right off, and some were a little more stuck, and it went okay. And then I hit one of my incisions, and it looked like I was pulling the incision apart. So like when I went to pull the steri strip, it was like pulling my skin also, and I felt freaked out for a minute, but not as freaked out as I was about to get. So I left it alone. I tried to go back to like washing my hair, and then I tried to pick some others off, and it was just dizzy, and I knew that I was gonna pass out. And so we have like a little ledge where our shampoo and soaps sit, and I thought, I'm gonna fall and hit my face on this. And I started going deaf. I couldn't hear anything. My conditioner in the shower is like peppermint, so I was trying to grab it and smell it. I eventually just got down on my knees, and I was trying to put my head back and get the conditioner out of my hair before I passed out, but I couldn't do it, and I just needed to get on some cold area. So I just rolled out of the shower pretty much and laid on the cold bathroom floor. And I yelled at Gracie. I was like, Gracie, go get your dad. I need help. I don't think I said I need help because I didn't want to scare her, but I was like, I need him. And so him not knowing that I really needed him, I hear him just like walk into the house slowly, eventually gets to me, and he said, I thought you were dead, just laying on the bathroom floor. Because I'm just there naked, like with my face on the floor trying not to get sick because I haven't thrown up at all this entire time and I don't want to. And I don't want to pass out. So he helped me up and I was freezing at that point and I was worried about my incision. And so he looked at it and we decided to ask his sister for some steri strips. So she had a few. He went and got them. I had just put on like the sweatshirt and sweats and wrapped my cold hair up in a pony. And by the time he got home, I had calmed down. I realized I was maybe panicking more than I thought. It wasn't like it was gaping open. Once it got dried, it looked a lot better, but we went ahead and put the steri strips on each side of it just to make sure. By the next day, I mean, it was pretty closed and the steri strips were already coming off and it was okay. But I was freezing when he got home and I had been crying because I was scared about passing out and I was just sad. But I was freezing and my hair was just soaked. And I didn't even have the energy in me to like brush my hair out or blow dry it to help myself. So he went and got the blow dryer and he brushed my hair for me and he blow dried my hair for me and it was sweet. And I was warm and I got a lot better than when I was. But I text Blair something like, I can't even remember. It was funny. But like my incision's opening, I about passed out. I went deaf and I'm trying not to throw up or something like that, but I made it through. So I don't know. There wasn't like blood. I don't know what came over me. I don't know if it was because I was looking down for a long time or if I really just thought I was pulling my skin apart, but it wasn't good, but it ended up being good. He took care of me. So my pain medicine. So they had prescribed 15 milliliters that I could take every 6 hours or something like that. And I never took the 15 milliliters because the medicine was disgusting. So I think the very first day I tried 10 milliliters and getting it down it tasted gross, but it also made my stomach gurgle a lot. So I decided I didn't need that medicine that bad. So about every day I would do 5 milliliters in the very beginning, every 6 hours. And then it got down to where I would just do it like once a day. And then by the 11th day, I didn't need it anymore. The 10th day I thought was going to be the day. Most of the day I went without any of it. But I went outside to walk and I had these horrible pains on my sides and in my back. And I don't know if it's because overcompensating, not using my stomach. So I'm using those muscles more. I don't know, but it was bad. So I took a little bit of the pain medicine. And then by day 11, I haven't ever had the pain medicine again. I did experience some cramping in my calves, and I don't know if that's because I wasn't getting the protein that I needed, during that liquid week after surgery, or if I wasn't getting enough liquid in general. But when I would try to sleep at night, my whole leg, like the front and the back of my legs, would just feel like they're going to cramp, and so I would be awake, tossing and turning, and I would stand up and try to stretch. I haven't had any problem with that going in, into the second week. So just something to watch out for and maybe ask your doctor about it if you're curious. Since it stopped, I didn't talk to anybody about it. So just something I experienced. Coming out of that first week liquid stage going into that second week, I know I had told you guys I was going to try to eat that cottage cheese and I was so scared, but it is, for me, still kind of really scary. I mean, I want to eat an egg, but I know that it's not going to go down the easiest. And I'm always wondering, like, is something just randomly going to make me dump? Or did I forget to look and see if this has sugar in it? Or is my stomach just not going to agree with this? My stomach everything has agreed with my stomach, that I've tried. But it is just super scary. And I weigh everything. I have a little scale. I even have a pocket scale. And I weigh everything. So right now I'm supposed to have between 1 to 2 ounces. I don't go over 2 ounces. Sometimes I can't even eat 1 ounce, let alone go over 2 ounces. But I fill little containers with 2 ounces and don't ever go more than that. I burp, I think, whenever I'm really full. I think it's 2 little burps whenever I should be done. But I usually stop before that point anyways. I feel like, yeah, I feel good with what I ate, and now I'm done, and then I just go either save it in the fridge if I can, or just dump the little bit out that I have left. I called my nutritionist on like my 8th day, I think, because I couldn't even eat an ounce of an egg. And so I was calling her to see how many calories I should be getting in, because I thought, if I can't even eat an ounce of an egg, am I going to be able to get in what I need to? And her answer to me was, I think at least 1,000 calories. Yeah, I think so too. Like, that was not helpful to me at all. I'm like, I know that there's people that are like 9 months out and they get like 800 to 1,000. So obviously if I'm 1 week out, I'm not going to be eating 1,000 calories. But she was never able to give me a better answer, so I finally just told her goodbye. So if you have already gone through this stage, let me know if you remember, what you were eating, or if your doctor told you anything, because really they've not given me any calorie thing to follow. I'm just kind of winging it here. So if you have any information to give me, please do, because I'm still wondering, going into my 3rd week, how many calories should I be eating if I can only eat between 1 to 2 ounces, and I'm still trying to get my two premier proteins in daily to get my 60 grams of protein. And so I need a little help on that. Following the dietitian stuff, I did notice that my doctor hasn't really ever asked about me, like what I want, what my goals are. He's never done like body percentages with me. He's never talked to me about like overweight and obese classes, and going down as you lose weight, you might be in the obese 2 and then obese 1 and then overweight. I don't even know what I'm in, and he's never talked about that. There's definitely no scan being done to tell you all that information. It's like he walked in and I told him I wanted the sleeve, and he was like, "Yep, you're a good candidate. See you later." Even on my post-op appointments, or anytime I've seen him, even at the hospital, it was just like a quick lean in with his head, like, "Here, I'm here, and we're getting ready to do your surgery," and that's it. And when I saw him at my post-op appointment, he came in, he said something like, we're going to take that, the hospital should take care of that money they're trying to charge you, and okay, see ya. And I'm like, they're charging people for this, which, whatever, I've already paid for it. But it just seems weird to me that as a doctor, you wouldn't be more invested, but maybe that's just who he is. Maybe he's just there to do his surgeries like he's supposed to, make sure they live, and maybe lose the weight that they want and move on. I don't know. So I'm sure he did a great job for the surgery. I'm sure it's all going to turn out great. But that's just something I've watched other people's videos, and they really get a lot of information about their body from their doctors and their doctor offices, and they get you can buy like pills there and different brands, and they suggest a lot of stuff to them, and not mine. So basically, I am super thankful for the Instagram family and the YouTube family. If I wouldn't have found you guys last year and done all the research I could and watched all the videos and read all the stories, I think I would be clueless. And I think that's super scary for people who are going to, let's say, like my doctor, for example, and don't have all the knowledge behind them that I do, because maybe they don't even have social media, because I saw a lot of older people that were in those meetings. And I'm not saying older people can't have social media. I'm just saying maybe they don't. And so they have to go based on their, what they're hearing at these doctor's office, which isn't much. So I am thankful. Thank each and every one of you who do videos, who have an Instagram, who have a blog, who share anything. It is so helpful. And again, the reason why I'm wanting to do this, so I can maybe help some. I did get a really sweet message from a lady locally who follows me, who now has weight loss surgery, and she's just thankful that I've put my stuff out there, and thankful that God connected us. And it made me cry a little bit. Like, that is my whole purpose here. Not only to get healthy for myself and track my journey, but like to help anybody else that needs any help. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think the only other thing I have to talk about is somebody wanted me to address why I chose bypass. No, I did not choose bypass. Why I chose VSG instead of bypass. Number one, I did not think in the beginning that I needed bypass. I feel like bypass is for people who weigh. For me, I looked at bypass as a more serious surgery. You have more of a chance of becoming malnutritioned with it. Malnutritioned. I think that's the word. And I just felt like I could lose the weight that I needed to with the sleeve. Also, I'm self-pay, so that was going to be an even bigger chunk of money I was going to have to pay. I had originally found out about weight loss surgeries by looking at people who had the sleeve, so I was more familiar with the sleeve. I was more familiar with the end result of people that had the sleeve. So I knew I could lose, I don't know this, I plan on being able to lose the weight that I need to with the sleeve. I knew they weren't rerouting my intestines. I knew the surgery wasn't as long, it was safer, and that I would have less of a chance of becoming deficient in a lot of my vitamins. So those are my reasons. I just put them side by side and saw what I thought would be best for my body, my pockets, and just what I wanted to deal with the rest of my life. And I was super scared of dumping syndrome, so that's why I didn't want to have the bypass. But then I found out that the sleeve can have dumping syndrome too, kind of. Symptoms like dumping syndrome. So, and I won't lie, towards the end, right before my surgery, I was like, oh my gosh, should I get the bypass? Make sure I can lose every single ounce of fat that I need to. But no, that just wasn't, for me, that wasn't my journey, and I preferred the sleeve. So that's why I hope I answered the question. For you, just do the research and see which one fits you best. And let me know if there's anything else that I can answer. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in a couple of days with another video, and I have a guest that will be joining me. So I will see you guys then. Thanks.